Hello, and welcome back to another episode of what is Janae going to use as her table today, since she put her bin back in the attic like a responsible person. That's the actual title of the video. Anyway, today I have a chair here, covered in my blanket, my llama blanket. It's going to serve as my table today, I suppose. I tried to lay this out on the floor, but you could see my legs and my coffee cup pajama pants, and I wasn't totally down for that, so just pretend that this is a professional setup and we won't have any problems. Cool. Okay, let's get started. Today, as you know by the actual real title of the video, today's video is going to be book tapping. I have a good, hang on, I put them too far away. I have a good stack of some of my favorite books that I've ever tapped on, just from around my room. Yeah, so we're gonna tap on some of these today. Alright, should we go biggest to smallest or smallest to biggest? Or by color? Alright, we'll go smallest to biggest. I'm sure you've seen these before. I think I've used these in... My blanket is getting messed up. I'm pretty sure I've used these in a video before. These are my tiny books. Oh no, I threw it. Got it. Oh yes, I did get my nails done. Thank you for noticing. And by get them done, I mean I did them myself because I'm cheap. Look, it matches. I'm already sick of this table. Chair table. This one's got a little bit smoother of a texture. This one's a little rougher. I always pick them up upside down. I don't know why. There's not a whole lot on the outside to distinguish the top, other than the titles on the side. Hang on, can you see them? There you go. I had my last day of class today. Very, very excited to be a graduate, finally. I always told myself after high school I would never go back to school ever again, but I did, unfortunately. But 2 years later, and an associate. was a mostly good experience. I mean, it was a community college. I didn't go anywhere fancy. So I got a community college worth of learning. But it was fairly cheap as far as colleges go. And yeah. The teachers were all very nice. Well, all except for my one teacher. Oh goodness. It was one of the last classes I took. It was American Government. That teacher, I don't like to say things about people, but he was not my favorite. All of my classes were online except for the welding classes. Obviously, because they had to be in person. You can't really learn how to weld online. Speaking of graduation, this was my gift. Oh, I don't remember who from. I think it was from my church. This was my high school graduation gift. Outing myself, class of 2017. And now, 5 years later, my sisters are graduating high school. And I feel so old. But, yeah, it's God's promises for graduates. I don't think the class is extremely necessary, because I don't think any of the information is year specific, but I think that's mostly just to, I guess, mark when it was given, what year you graduated. I love this texture though. I also love the color, the purple. This is my creaky floor. I am using a chair as a table, so obviously I am sitting on the floor. It basically just has different topics on things you might have questions about, and it has verses on those topics. I have to admit I haven't used it a ton, just because if I need to know something, I usually Google it, and I find a bunch of sources on the wonderful internet. Oh yeah, right here, from my church. reflects. It's hard to see the gold. I guess that's probably for all the books I've had so far. I've never been like amazing at planning, so my planner isn't even actually that nice. I mean, I have a lot of random stuff in here. Nothing super amazing. I've got stickers in the back. I've used a lot of them, as you can see. Well, a lot on this page. This is the vacation page, and obviously I have used all of like 1 or 2 of those. I don't go anywhere. Apparently nothing's important to me. The little things. Enjoy the little things in life. Just so you can see that I almost read that wrong. I was like, the little things. Enjoy things in life. Obviously I don't know how to read. Alright. This has a texture similar to my graduation book. But I feel like it's a little deeper because it's a thicker book. My utmost for his highest. This is a Bible journaling book that I think my mother gave me. I haven't used it a lot. Again, because I'm just not great with books, working in books. But I plan to start using this again. I think it's day specific, which means I'll have to start in it a little bit. But hopefully, if I keep up with it, I'll be able to work my way back around the next year. I feel like my voice is getting a little hoarse from whispering. Maybe I just need to get better at whispering for longer periods of time. Can't be an ASMR artist if you can't whisper. Oh, I mean, I guess you could, because a lot of the videos I watch are no talking or soft spoken. But I do really like whispering videos, so. Like this corner is very messy. That's what I get for trying to use a chair as a table. Okay. This one I've had for a while. This is my, let's see if you can see the whole thing, Cheesecake book, cookbook from juniors. I can't even remember where I originally got this. If it was a gift, or if I bought it myself. I don't remember. But I went through a phase in high school of very delicious delicious phase where I cooked a ton of cheesecake. And I cook it for me, for my family, for birthdays. I think I did like a baby shower. Yeah, it was fun. And I definitely want to get back into making cheesecake again now that school's over. It's got this plastic cover on it. See, I have I don't remember where I marked it at. Oh, little fella chocolate swirls. The little fellas were like, wait, where are they? Oh, yeah, they're like the little mini bite-sized cheesecakes. I think I made a couple of these one time. Oh, look how good those look. I really want to make a chocolatey one if I'm going to get back into it. I definitely want to do a chocolatey one. Although I did a lot of fruity ones back in the day. That's the thing with cheesecake is sometimes it can be like too much. Cheesecake is very rich. So I almost sometimes like the fruity cheesecake almost a little bit better than the chocolate. And that's coming from somebody who absolutely loves chocolate and anything chocolate. Just because how rich it is already. Of course I say that, and I'm sure the first one I'm going to make is going to be a chocolate one. And I'm going to take 5 bites, and I'm going to be sick to my stomach. Because that's how cheesecake works. Well, that's how good cheesecake works. Okay. Last one I have is my school textbook. And the amount of tapping I've done on this in the classroom. As you can see, well, actually, I don't know if you can see. Oh, there you go. It's quite beat up. The cover used to be very smooth. It's all dented and scratched from 2 years of abuse. 2 years of being thrown about in the back of my car, in my backpack. Well, yes, I am a welder. Yes, I am a woman. Yes, I have long nails, and I still weld. My favorite part about being a welder is probably when people ask me what I do, and I tell them I weld, and they look at me all shocked. What? You, a woman in welding? It's amazing. I love seeing all the different reactions people have. Turn it around so you can get a good look at the picture. That's me. No, it's not. But that's what it looks like. Welding. It's actually really fun. you feel very, powerful. Like, yes, I can melt metal and melt it together to create things. Now you know where I get all my scars from. This one is from accident with a grinder. It's a couple months old now. It's still pretty dark. Of course, I've learned to be careful, obviously. 12th edition. It was interesting. It's just a funny story from my schools, my classes. When I started 2 years ago, they had just switched over to the 12th edition. So all the students in the older class, the second year students, still had the 11th edition book. So us new students had the 12th edition. And a year later, when we moved to the second year, and we all brought the 12th edition with us, the teacher from the second year teacher was still using the 11th edition for homework assignments. So there were a few times when the assignments would ask questions about things that weren't covered in this edition. So a few times I had to do my assignments in the classroom, where I could use a spare 11th edition book. I guess that's not really a funny story. I thought it was funny. And he was all confused when I went to him and was like, this isn't in the book. And he was like, what? And I had to explain to him, yeah, these assignments are still from the last edition. He was a very interesting teacher. Welders are just a different type of people. And yes, I was the only girl in my class. Ouch, I just got caught on my cord. Okay, well, I think I'm gonna call it there. I hope you enjoyed the book sounds and my random rambles and my chair table. I think I started out whispering and I went to more of a soft spoken a few times. I keep doing that. It's because I get excited when I talk. So, I'm so sorry I bonked you on the head. Thank you for watching. And I hope you have a good night or day, whatever time it may be. Let me know what you thought and what you look forward to seeing from me. Bye!